Hey everyone, I'm Azzy and welcome back to the shop. We have a Prusa Core One 3D printer here, brand new, just assembled it from a kit, and while I was doing that I thought, hey, let's shoot a time lapse and see how that turns out. So after that's over, come back and I'm going to share my thoughts on the printer quality and give a couple fixes for some basic things I thought needed to be tweaked, or places I had problem with during the build that don't really show up on a time-lapse video. So sit back, we've got about 3 minutes of silence and fast motion. We'll see you in the view. I had a lot of fun building this machine, and I'm still learning a little bit of video things, so excuse the stuff that's out of focus and whatnot. I'm trying to fix some of that in post, but I'm not a great video editor. But yeah, easy machine to build. You're going to have to replace the tape that's on the feet. I did on mine. I put 300 LSE from 3M on them. I use that a lot in the shop, and they're on there for good. The couple of the holes in the frame have powder coat in them. Mass-produced parts, that happens. Not a big deal. Just give them a little extra torque. Make sure you're not cross-threading anything. Run them through from the back. A lot of times the powder coat's only on the outside, or it's on the inside. It's on one side, so you can run the screw through the other way. Make sure your threads are engaged properly, and just kind of push it out. Wiring the neck extruder. Make sure you don't have your thermistor wires reversed. There's 2 plugs. Easy to do that. I was warned twice. I did it anyways. It won't finish calibrations whenever you first start with the machine. If it is yelling at you and they can't figure out the heater, that's why. Calibrations, when it does the XY, if your gantry is not square, we'll go over that in a second. If your gantry is not square, it'll probably fail the Y and pass the X. What you need to do to resolve that is get yourself, loosen up the belts, bring the gantry forward. If both sides don't touch the pulley block here on the moving ones on the gantry to the front adjustment blocks that house the adjuster and the pulley, if they don't touch at the same time, what you need to do is, with everything loose, is you need to go in and you need to physically grab the gantry and twist it. You're going to push a little bit each time, test it, do it again, test it until they both contact exactly at the same time. Then you go through your belt tightening procedure. I recommend going through and tightening each side a little bit until you get to the right tension. Use the Prusa app. It'll get you to the right tension, and it just works really well. Once you do that, run a print, and then loosen them up, do it again. This will negate any stretch that happens in the belts. It happens in a lot of machines. I've seen it on our laser whenever we rebuilt that. I've seen it on other printers where you have to readjust a little bit later. If you do it after that first print, when this thing heats up, everything starts moving, open up, let it cool off, do it again. That should take care of any stretch, any problems. The only other thing I would recommend is grab a plate from an older Mark III, if you got one laying around. The satin print sheet works a lot better for PETG than the smooth one that comes with it. It sticks a little bit too much to those. And even if you use something like Vision Miner nano adhesive, this stuff lasts really well on a satin plate. On these smooth plates, it pulls off real easy with PETG. PLA, it lasts a little bit longer, but with the PETG, I found it doesn't work as well. And honestly, if you just wash these with a little bit of Dawn dishwashing liquid, that's all you really need. Skip the IPA. I don't use alcohol in any of my plastic parts. And we have a lot of equipment here in the shop. The only thing we use the alcohol on is our UV printer, and that's what you have to use to clean up the ink. So, yeah, it makes really nice parts. Everything's been accurate. Everything's, once we've got the temperatures worked out for the different materials, it's just been printing parts. Printed a couple accessories. Like I said, we'll go over that with the MMU3 later. Speaking of which, big thank you to Parts Built 3D. They didn't pay me, I paid them. I needed a cable to attach the unit from my old printer to the new printer. The boards are not the same on the older generations as they are on this and the Mark IV. And Prusa support told me all kinds of stuff and argued with me for half an hour. Jonah over at Parts Built 3D pulled a kit out, made sure that the board inside of my older MMU was the same as the current. It is. Got me the cable I needed. Suggested if I was going to be modding that, moving it around. They have a slightly longer one. It was a couple dollars more. UPS shipping got it here in a day. Fantastic. I support my local businesses because we're all in this together. Small businesses, we got to keep each other going. And I support the companies that support my hobbies and support my equipment. So, yeah, thank you to those guys again. And if you're looking for more of this stuff, keep following us. I'm going to try to make more videos and do more 3D printing. We're going to be doing more 3D printing on this one with Jeep parts and toys probably on this, and tools for all kinds of stuff. I'm really excited to get this thing going. I've been looking forward to getting one for a while. And then when we get when the index comes out from Bondtech, I'm thinking real hard about putting 3 or 4 heads on this one, and maybe the same on this. It'd be a worthwhile investment to be able to use multiple materials like PETG and PLA together, or COPA and PLA to be able to do seamless supports and all that kind of stuff. So looking forward to that. Hope you join us. Again, team80w.com. As These Design Works. That's my shop, and that's who we are. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. See you again.